Guineans are set to vote on Sunday in an election intended to mark the end of a transition back to civilian rule. Despite repeated promises to hand back power to civilians, General Mamady Doumbouya looks set to consolidate his grip. In the capital Conakry, Doumbouya's entourage lead his political campaigns, rallying crowds to vote for the army leader.
This will not be an ordinary election. It is a referendum on the future of our country. Either we continue rebuilding the process under the leadership of President Mamady Doumbouya, or we return our country to the era of impunity and pre-nationhood.
In September, Doumbouya, a former Special Forces commander said to be in his early 40s, changed the constitution to allow the coup leader to run for office. Since then, he has campaigned on economic and mineral reforms and infrastructure achievements, including the launch of a massive iron ore mining project, and some voters have expressed confidence in his leadership.
He is a man I trust. People say all sorts of things about him, but he is capable of making a choice later on. The Doumbouya I see today is able to select and give power to someone he trusts, someone who can manage the country.
Residents in Conakry said the campaign period had proceeded peacefully, a contrast to past elections marked by violence.
The way politics was done before and now is different. We no longer have violent campaigns. There is interest. Everyone expresses their opinions without violence. The reasons that led to the violence before no longer exist. I'm sure things will work out.
However, Doumbouya's critics are many. Civil society groups accuse his government of turning a blind eye to the constitution and openly banning protests, curbing press freedom and restricting opposition activity. His main challenger is opposition candidate Mohamed Sherif Tunkara, but prominent opposition figures Salou Dalein Diallo and former President Alpha Conde were barred from adding their list to the ballot sheet. Experts say it's a massive risk that could backfire. For effective political leadership, they believe Doumbouya needs to include his rivals in the political process if he is to build public trust and stability.
There can be no other opponent who can challenge him, so the president needs to realize that he now has to exercise power. He must engage in dialogue with political actors to stabilize the country during his term for both his interest and that of Guinea. He has everything to gain by making a unifying speech that the past is behind us and now he is in power. He has to deliver results, and there will be no more excuses for a transition because we know there are enough challenges awaiting Guinea.
Doumbouya is widely expected to win the election and extend his stay in power for 7 more years. Caroline B, CGTN.